Hi guys, so in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a strategy that you can use to trade volatility 75 successfully, and use the strategy to scalp the market, take advantage of small price movement from the market perfectly. All right, so let's get on with it. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to begin with the parameters for the strategy. We'll go over to the indicator section right now. We want to put the moving average first, okay? Now, on the moving average, you set the period to 30. Shift is going to be 0. Method, you put that to exponential, all right? Then you apply to close, okay? Then for the style, you put that on 2 pixel, all right? On 2 pixel with this first trend line at this very point, then you click on save. Then the second indicator is going to be, the stochastic oscillator. Now for the stochastic oscillator, the percentage K period is going to be 1. Then the D period 1. Slowing is going to be 1 as well, all right? Then for the method, you put that to simple. Price feed is going to be low/high, all right? Then for the levels, you put on 20 and 80. Then you put for the style right here, you put set the color to black or any color of your choice, as long as you understand what you are doing on the market. Then you put the style on 2 pixel, which is, middle line right there. Then you go back. Then when you go back for the main color right here, you set the main and the signal to the color of your screen. Okay, if you are using black background, you want to set that to black. If you're using white, set it to white. All right. Now when you're done, you click on save at that very point. Then you set the MACD. You add the MACD into your chart as well. Put the fast EMA on 12. Slow EMA, you set that to 26. Then MACD SMA, you set that to 2. All right. Then for the levels, you don't add any levels. The style, the main is going to be color black with 1 pixel. The signal color red with 1 pixel with this first trade line. All right. You want to make sure that you do everything accordingly, to the way I'm setting mine so that you can understand everything that I'm going to say in this video. Then after that, you click on save. Then you add the moving average again on indicator window 1. All right. Then you click on indicator window 1, period 5, shift is going to be 0. Then method, you set that to exponential, then you apply to close. All right. Then for the style, you put that on 2 pixel with the blue color, then with this first red line, then you click on save. Then you go over to the main chart right here. And for this strategy, we're going to be using, the 15-minute time frame, because the 15-minute time frame, this strategy, is very accurate on the 15-minute time frame. So we're going to be using the 15-minute time frame for this strategy. All right. Now, as you can see right here on the main charts, on the main window right now, we have the moving average at 0 point. On the indicator window 1, we also have, moving average. We have the MACD and the stochastic oscillator with the levels, just as you can see right here on this chart. Now, we're going to be having 2 confirmations before we're going to be placing our entry for either a buy or a sell. Okay, we're going to be looking for good buys and good sells, and we're going to be doing this in a position whereby we know that the chances of the market selling and buying is really, really high on volatility 75. Okay, now as you can see right now, take a look at this very point here. When the moving average and the MACD red line meet at the overbought region, which is the level of 80. So the level of 80 is going to be the overbought. All right, level 20 oversold. When they meet at this very point, that's your first confirmation. Then your second confirmation is going to be when price cross below the moving average on the main chart, okay, which is the main window at this very point. All right. So when you see that price breaks below this point here, which you can see, once price breaks below this very point, you go in for your sell. All right, you go in for your sell. Once you see that price has broken below this moving average at this very point, you place your sell. So this is a perfect entry for a sell. A place like this is an entry point whereby chances of the market selling is really, really high. Now you can see that from this very point here down to this point, the market sold. Okay, as you can see how long the market sold from that point in time. All right. From here, the market sold. So as you can see, that's a good amount of profit. Okay, a very good amount of profit. Remember that this is the 15-minute time frame. So if you are trading on the 1 hour time frame, you know that this is a lot of profit. All right, this is a lot of profit. Okay, and when you're trading with this strategy, with this type of strategy, you want to make sure that you understand what you are doing in the market. You understand you calculate the amount of lot size which you use, because the amount of float you use will determine your profits and loss on the market as well. All right. Now we can see that we have this good entry. Okay. From here now, it's going to be your entry point. Here, it's going to be your entry point, which we are seeing right now. Okay. Now this is your entry points here. All right. Your entry point, then you scalp, take advantage. Once you see that price is going below, you watch the moving average, current market trend. All right. And at this point whereby the market reverse for sell, the same point here whereby the MACD is going towards the downward trend. All right. Now I always explain on my videos about the MACD. The MACD is a very powerful indicator that you can use to trade volatility 75 perfectly. Now, if you can see, it was at this point whereby the MACD started to go towards the downward trend. Following the trend lines, as you can see, following this good trend line here towards the downward trend for a sell. So when you have been in a good amount of profit that you know that, okay, you are satisfied with, then you exit the market, then you wait again for another, perfect entry whereby, the chances of the market selling is really, really high. You only aim for those high chances of the market selling when price goes, when the moving average and the MACD meets above the level of 80. So you go in for the market and you only place your entry points, because at that very point, chances of the market, selling is really, really very high. All right. Now, as you can see right now, that's a good entry point. Now, here's again is another opportunity, which you can see right here. Another opportunity, the 80 level, above the 80 level, the moving average, and the MACD meets above this point here. Then you immediately, you go in for a sell at this point right now. You place your sell entry. When you enter into the market for a sell, as you can see at that very point, you go in. Another confirmation. Here is your first confirmation. Confirmation 1, confirmation 2, confirmation 1, confirmation 2. You place in your entry for a sell, scalp, take advantage, small price movement, then you are out. You wait again for another opportunity. You want to make sure that it is when the moving average, it is when the moving average and the MACD meet above this line level of 80 at the very point, you scalp the market, take advantage of small price movement. Now this is for sell alone. Now when you want to buy the market, you use the same strategy, but it's going to be the opposite direction, right? Now we're looking for buys. Now this is for sell. Let's go over for buy entries. Buy entry. Now how do we get our perfect buy opportunity? Is when the MACD crosses below the level of 20, and at the same time the moving average crosses below the level of 20 as well, and then meets at the very point, you scalp the market for a buy. First confirmation, second confirmation, you scalp a little. Even at this point right here, you can literally watch when you see that the market has started to reverse upwards. That is when you go into the market and place your buys. Okay, you are going to see it. The market chart and the trend is going to show you. Okay, so you follow the trend. All right, you follow the trend for a reversal. So it's a bit tricky when you're buying, but it's very perfect when you're selling. All right. So I hope you understand what I've said to you guys. Okay, you look for perfect entries alone. At this point here, you can see both the MACD and the moving average meet below the level of 20 at 0 points. You immediately go in for a buy, or you wait for the second confirmation here before you start placing your buys. First confirmation here. Second confirmation, when price crosses above, this is for buys alone. First confirmation, second confirmation, then you buy. All right. Now, I believe you understand everything that I've said. I remember that this market is really, really highly volatile. So whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that you pay very close attention into your chart. Okay, you only go in for perfect entries alone. Do not try to scalp for other opportunities. Only go into the your entries whereby you know that chances of the market selling and buying is really, really high, and you want to make sure that you do your observation very well before using this strategy. Okay, and also before using this strategy, practice very well, understand how the strategy works. You can try it on your demo account before going to your real account. Study the strategy, practice it very well. Don't just carry strategy and use. All right, you want to make sure that you understand it very well before you use it. Okay. And also, guys, if you found value in this video, do it to like and subscribe and join my Telegram community. On my Telegram community, I share you guys tips and strategies on Forex, synthetic indices, boom and crash, volatility 75, volatility 100, index, volatility 75, 1 second, index, volatility 100 1 second index, and also step index, and other indices as well. And also have a VIP session, a paid VIP session where I share, up to 10 signals daily on boom and crash and volatility index and also Forex as well. So join my Telegram community, the Daily Forex on Telegram. I'll see you guys on the next video.